antibiotics and Motrin right now, but that shit don't work.
Right.
Just a
Yeah, it
Band-Aid.
don't work.
It's just a Band-Aid to cover it up till you kill the infection.
Yeah.
Good evening, guys. It is Wednesday. Shit, man. August is almost over. It's the 25th. Yours truly here with Alex Sportsmile, Tori Savage, Kitty. Yours truly, like I said, Drake Swift. You got the legendary DJ Mick Love from Hurricane Productions. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Just like I said, I just got a little issue with my little abscess tooth right now, but everything's okay. Doctors got me on some good meds. Friday I go for surgery. Get taken out, I'll be okay.
Cool. Ooh. Tell me what's new with Mick Love. What you got going on, man?
Oh man, you know what? I was just talking to Benny Velez, and he's we're gonna do something together, man. Me, Benny, and we're gonna try to get something going. Like on the new mixtape I got coming out, it's gonna be a double CD, USB. And I'm gonna feature all of his songs, and he's got a couple new hot joints coming out also. And I'm excited to launch that with my boy Benny. Me and Benny go back a long time. Benny Velez, he's also from Detroit. He's a freestyle singer here. I know you guys know him, or you met of him, or heard of him. He just picked up Stevie B and my boy DJ Slice.
I was gonna ask you, are you going to that concert?
Man, I want to go, but I got a gig, unfortunately, man. But so I got a Friday, Saturday.
Where's it at? Is it at Fort Patio?
No, they have it at what's that? Legends?
Oh, there's at Legends.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be at Legends.
Strip club. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be at the strip club. I think. Yeah, I keep seeing it on my feed. I used to work there, so.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, I was a bartender there for a while. So, yeah, I keep seeing it popping up. It's going to be lit.
Yeah,
I don't know. You might want to get somebody to do your gig and go.
I know. I just missed it. Cool. It seems like every time, man, all these good artists that come in, I'm always busy, man. But, when that money comes, you got to check busy, especially when you already took deposits for the party.
For sure.
If you go to the concert, you're going to spend money. If you're going to do your gig, money.
Yeah.
Especially if it's at Legends and it's a strip club,
Yeah. So it's either make $1,200 or spend $1,200.
Yeah.
Make $1,200 or spend $1,200.
That's exactly how that's going to go.
So, you already know. Yeah.
Mick was born in Southwest Detroit, Corktown area. Grew up on Wabash. Tell me who Mick Love is. I think I met Mick when I was 5. My grandma lived next door.
I was just hanging out with your mom, man. I just did a show. I did a little backpack giveaway. Your mom was there chilling, man.
Oh, was she?
Yeah. We was at that Ford Research Center from Bagley.
Okay.
Yeah. We had a great time, man. It was a good time. We gave away.
I can't keep
5,000 backpacks.
I can't keep up with that lady, so I couldn't even tell you.
Oh, I love her, man. I love this thing. She was the win, man. She told me, she goes, Mommy goes, you better put that necklace in, mijo. You talking about my necklace?
That's funny.
So, like I said, I think I met Mick. I was at kindergarten at Holy Trinity. My sister.
Hi, and come on up to me, right? Give me a hug, kiss, and like a son of hers, man. I love her so much. But anyways, nothing much, man. I was just sitting here reminiscing, man. I just found all the old original Hurricane production sets.
Oh, nice.
You gotta let me get that.
We got so many.
So, Mick, I want to tell the story. So, and I know you're breaking up right now.
See what they're gonna do with them.
But you grew up on Wabash. When did you? I mean, I know Dave lived across the street. When did you first meet Dave?
When I first, me, Dave, and his brother John and Roy, we all, like I said, we grew up across the street from each other. And after Dave, aka Hurricane, got out the service, he started DJing. And
Right.
I used to always watch him, carry the equipment and and stuff like that. And he used to always go by himself. And I was like, man, so I talked to him. I was like, you ever need a helper, man? To help, like a roadie to help you out with the equipment and all that? And Dave started off, it was just Hurricane, and then eventually it was Hurricane Productions. Then we added, me, Hard Copy. Angel was rocking with us for a little while. Exotic. Man, there was too many to name. All of us was on a little tree of DJs, man. I don't know if you guys remember DJ Scorpio.
Yeah.
Right.
He used to rock with us too. A whole bunch of cats, man.
Right.
But anyways, yeah. So after a couple of times, I asked him. I said, hey, you ever need some help? Let me know. And he took me up on that offer, man. And the rest is history, man. It's like every weekend we had gigs, and I was his roadie.
You were his roadie. So, I mean, you guys did some crazy shows back in the days. He brought a lot of freestyle artists to the city way before anybody else did.
Right.
I mean, can you remember probably the best show that you ever were at or DJ'd at?
Oh my God, there was so many. Let me show you guys something real quick. I don't know if you can see this. Wait a minute. I'll probably have to turn it this way. No, maybe this way. These are just some of the artists that we DJ'd for. Can you guys see it? I don't know. It's kind of hard.
It's hard to see, but
black and white photos. Yeah, they're just kind of hard. The black and white photos.
Right.
We did just to name a few off. Dr. Tony Garcia, which is a legend.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
know
that name for sure. When you look at a name on a record,
that I think there was
a million times.
Yeah. Tony Garcia, and he brought some heavy hitters with him this time. He brought Ronaldo. He brought Eye to Eye. He had
legendary artist right there, freestyle artist.
Yeah, Dr. Tony Garcia. He's the owner and operator of High Power Records.
Okay.
He was one of the heavies. Him. We did CVB, of course. Did CVB. Man, so many names. Stephanie Bennett. I've got a few more here. Lisette Melendez. And then we started going into these new record labels, which is Viper Record. We did Pure Pleasure. A bunch of little local groups out of New York City.
Right.
But Cynthia and Johnny O.
I was just about to ask you. I was about to throw them at you. I swear.
Cynthia and Johnny O. That was.
So
it's kind of hard, I don't want to say one group was better than the other or what performance better than the other.
Right,
I want to try to be equal, show them all love because they are all.
Yeah, they all made hits. They all made hits.
Absolutely.
Everybody you just named made hits.
Yes.
You guys had some great memories bringing some of these artists and DJing for some of these artists. I was just saying, do you remember oh my God, what was the best show? And you're like, man, there were so many people. It was
just
rocking.
One stand out, right.
Yeah.
The doors were coming off.
Yeah, like I said, man, it's kind of one of the coolest ones that I can remember offhand though is
breaking up.
Yeah, I'm losing you guys. Okay, there we go. So anyways, I don't know if you guys caught that last episode, but I said one of the most crazy ones was there's two. One at Club International. You guys remember Club International, right?
Oh yeah.
Club
It's taking us back.
Yeah, we had a bunch of heavy hitters that one, and then the one that I can remember, this was pretty wild. It's I got a little story to go with it. Is the one with Tony Garcia and them. We were at Club Blue downtown.
Hey, I used to be bottle service manager there. That's a wild place to work.
Do you remember? Hey, Mama, do you remember the DJ booth was up in the air?
Up in the air. Mm-hmm.
So it's crazy. Me and Hurricane walk in there. We're like, "Where's the DJ booth?" And the bouncer there. I says, "Oh shit, we got to carry those crates of records up there."
Oh yeah.
I believe it had a spiral stairs.
Oh yeah.
I remember
I
either spiral stairs or
I almost rolled my
regular
ankle so
catwalk.
many damn times on them fucking steps. They're like, bring a bottle up to the DJ booth. I'm like, damn, I gotta go. And you know, we were wearing high heels too.
Oh my God,
Oh
girl!
man, listen, I needed some liability insurance working there. There was some shit that happened to these
Oh
legs,
my
these
God!
ankles. Oh man, I got lucky.
If you remember, yeah, that's one that I remember that was different than all the rest. First of
How many
all,
trips did you have to take up there?
oh my God, we had like 6 crates, 6 crates. So that's one at a time, And again, we had to break them down into the little plastic ones, like the milk crate challenge they got now.
Right.
We had to break them down and just carry the heavy hitters. I mean, we had a whole shitload of truck.
Right.
But we kind of like separated the heavy hitters and just carried them up there, man.
Get your shit
and it's dark as hell trying to do it.
Oh my God, yes. Yes, that was wild.
Yeah,
wow.
Blue Night Club was surely an experience.
Exactly. That's one that really just brings back a lot of wild memories. And also the show was sold out. It was off the hook. The ones at International, we used to do that all the time, bring different artists and stuff. That was just a standard. You're on the stage. That one really caught my eye right there. They had a hell of a light show, hell of a venue.
Oh yeah,
hell of a venue. Yeah.
So how long have you been DJing now? How you know how many years?
Oh my God, let's see. Well, we started. Hurricane started in the late '80s, early '90s, and I see one of the oldest cassette tapes I got here is like.
Working up.
The oldest ones. Yeah. So I jumped down with Hurricane like I would say probably about a year after he started DJing. That's when I joined him, and he goes like, man, well, you're part of Hurricane Production now. I said, well, thanks, man. It's an honor and pleasure to be with you.
Now you got the full-time job of carrying all the crates.
So yeah, not only the crates, the equipment.
Stairs and down.
Welcome. Yeah. Welcome to Hurricane Productions. And then not only that, just remember the equipment. Back in the day, they used to have those gas amps. Not like today, they got
the right.
No,
and funny, everybody used to have them all together. If you had the money to buy like the box to put everything in there, the amp, all of it, everything. Like I remember my cousin had, he had everything in one, and you had to just carry that big ass thing like on rollers and shit. But
big ass.
Yeah, it's funny, man. I look at carrying the crates like like professional wrestling, like how they had a guy you had to set up the ring. That's what the crate thing was, man. You had to earn your dues by carrying 20 crates.
I want to get to that. So you've been DJing for about 30 years plus. Went from fly cases and turntables to controllers. Do you like where it went from vinyl to controllers? Is that definitely it's a lot less work. You don't have to carry fucking thousands of crates. But how long did it take you to go from to vinyl to Cdjs to controllers? Did you make the transition or?
Yeah. I made the transition. I still do both. Actually, I still have records. I still got 12-inch records, and I transferred over to CDs, and I still use my Cdjs a lot. I'm more comfortable with Cdjs, actually downloading all the hot hitters because I feel like I can mix better with that. Some of the records are just way too damaged and too old, and I mean, once you hear that
clarity is gone.
Yeah,
there's nothing you can do about that. Once you hear that cracking sound, I mean, you can clean 100,000 times with alcohol, peroxide, whatever you can, but it's still gonna get the cracking. So digital CDs, I still like download all the heavy hitters on CDs. I do that. I run 2 laptops. We're going for there. That's the new thing now. Eventually, I was transferred over totally digital, but right now I'm still working on a few things. So
okay.
So
Yeah.
Shout out to DJ Toucan right there.
I'm about to say, shout out to yeah.
Hey, what's up, Toucan, my man? Good DJ, man. Good DJ. What's up, Toucan? Joey A, Sonic Harmonic, all the big shout out to all my boys. To everybody tuning in. Shout out to everybody.
So, how long did it take you to adapt from vinyl to Cdjs? Did it take you a long time to get used to that? I mean, you know, I talk to DJs all over the world, and they basically, you know, some of them said, nah, I just stick to vinyl. And some went to, you know, to controllers and even do Cdjs.
Right. Yeah, it is. It's a different transition, you know. It's totally different from records to digital platform. It is, man. I'm not gonna lie. It took me a while.
Timing is just number one key.
Yeah,
probably right.
Yeah, It took me a while to adapt to all that, you know. And I love it. I mean, it's less equipment we got to carry. I mean, you know, I can. Like I said, now I run 2 laptops. I got 2 MacBooks. And
you can carry more. You can get more. You can carry more now. You can carry more now that you don't have to carry more.
Right. Yeah. You can offer more offer more that you can carry less.
Yep. Exactly.
Right? Did I say that right?
And then I got external. You know, they got the little portable externals now where you can get it up to 1 terabyte, up to 10 terabytes if you want, and you store all your music in there. You know, no more carrying records. No more.
That's sweet as hell, man.
I love. Don't get me wrong. I just seen DJ Roast the other day at the gas station, and he was telling me how he's still rocking the vinyl. I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, oh, I love rocking the vinyl too. You know,
right?
There's just so much to carry.
But yeah,
you know, when you go do a gig, you know, it's crazy.
Right.
I mean, there's nothing like that nostalgia with the vinyl. You know, that it takes you back. Sure, it takes you back. There's definitely a vibe like no other. But again, man, that's a long ass night carrying that shit.
Yes, it is. Sure is.
Right.
Well, I mean, you went from the 90s to the 2000s, and you guys, I mean, mostly Hurricane Production kept freestyle live, and now you hear these new artists that are coming out. And they're trying to push them. Do you see a difference between when you DJ'd originally with the old artists, freestyle artists, to the new artists, to like somebody like Benny Valdez? You see, is there a big difference?
Yeah. I mean, the music is like totally different. I mean, it's well, actually nowadays there a lot of them are using the old school beats, you know. But my boy Benny, he's coming out with like a different vibe, you know, and it's kind of like using the old school with the new school platform, which he uses on now. So it's you know, it's all coming together.
That's dope.
And those old school beats, man.
Nope, we're freezing.
Yeah, he's freezing.
All the old school heavy hitters, you know.
Right. So I'm gonna ask you a question. So I'm pretty much a hip hop head. I freestyle was cool back in the 90s. I don't hate on the freestyle, but I got to ask you, why the DJs in Southwest Detroit play Planet Rock and incorporate that with the freestyle music? I never understood that because Planet Rock, hip hop jam, and they always incorporated that song, and I just never understood why.
I know, because the beat is fucking hard as hell.
It is, you know? That beat. I got it in my head right now. I can hear it.
Yeah.
Right?
So, the beat. So, I mean, like I said, you brought some freestyle artists. You did Club International. I mean, you guys used to do house parties and all that, man. Since we can't talk about who's better on the concert part, can you tell me that? Can you remember like a house party? You're like, man, this house party was banging.
Man, I can tell you a story that you guys fucking trip out.
Hey, that's what we here for. We want to hear the story of a house party. Give us a juicy one.
There was one that we had did.
The story was scared. It was scared. It was too juicy.
We had a party.
Oh, here we go.
We had a party that day. Then it was an after party actually, and we had put so many people into my sister's house on Wabash. Oh, there we go.
Right.
That we actually cracked the beams, the support beams of my sister's house.
Wow.
The floor fucking bounced. Everybody thought they were gonna go down to the basement, man.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Cracked the support beams. There probably had to be at least, I would say, a couple hundred people in that fucking house. My sister got an old house in Porktown, and it's real long. Real fucking long. I mean, it's like from the street almost to the alley, you know? I mean, we used the whole house that day. And, man, that's the wildest house party that I can remember.
Y'all
anybody tell you about
house.
that party, you're like, oh, my God.
What'd your sister do?
I'm still catching hell for that one.
I bet. Y'all broke her fucking house.
All her support beams.
Oh, damn. Okay, here's the question, though. Did you let the party continue when the whole floor shifted? What happened then? Y'all crazy motherfuckers just keep partying?
Well, a lot of people got scared. They left after this shit happened.
Okay.
Yeah,
or did you just move it to the yard? Yeah, I know his sister was big mad. She was pissed.
The house.
They broke the fucking house. Party so lit, we broke the motherfucking house.
We broke the house.
And you know what? You guys? You know the fucking railroad beams? You know the fucking the railroad wooden? Yeah. That's how thick they were. You know?
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, because those houses are old as hell, man.
Mm-hmm.
Those houses are some of the oldest houses in Detroit.
Y'all snap that shit. Wow. Yeah. I know your sister mad for a minute on that one.
Yeah, and I had to hook it all up. I hooked it all up. Me and Hurricane, we hooked it all up. But we had a couple friends of ours, they're carpenters, put all new beams, and there we go.
And then we go on to the next party.
I could have had more parties over there, though.
Next party is supported.
Why? It would have been super secure then. Tell her we can charge more.
Right.
It's crazy.
So
he said, I can't have no more parties over there now.
Well, yeah, my sister was a social worker, and she always traveled. So, you know, we did little ones after that. Probably nothing. Just the fellas. No, like open to the crowd or nothing like that.
Right.
It's like more or less just the fellas come hang out after we get done DJing and shit like that.
Yeah. You really couldn't top breaking the house anyways. That was like the top of the party.
Exactly.
I get it.
So how do if we want to hear your mixtapes, I know you're doing I always say tapes, but you know, I know you're slinging CDs and USB drives. If someone needs to get a hold of you, or if they need to book you, how do they get a hold of you?
They go to DJ McLove. They go to Facebook, McLove Millette, or they can. I got my Gmail, DJ McLove 313@gmail.com, or of course my number 313-213-2800. Those are the main sources of booking. I'm working on a page.
That's a great number right there. That's a
great
number you see on TV for some shit.
How long I had that number? I had that number for like 20 years, man.
I was about to say, 2,800.
That's a good number.
It kind of sounds like a landline. 213-2800, you know?
Like an infomercial and shit.
I know holidays is coming and you're gonna be slinging your food. What's the line on that? When you start,
man, you know what? We started early. We did a dry run. We made 60 pastelas, which is made out of plantains and green bananas. You make it like a masa, like tamales. You make a masa, and then you make a chunky pork stew with potatoes, garbanzos. It's like a little stew, and you put it in the middle, and then you fold it over like that, and man, they sell good.
Man, that sounds amazing. I literally almost wiped the drool that I was imagining on my face. When you said with the potatoes and the pork, I was like, man, he's really talking dirty to us right now.
No, all jokes aside, what we're gonna do is this. I'm gonna save a dozen for us, and then when we all get together, see if we can make it like a little chill out day. We'll all get together, and I want to make some for you guys.
For sure.
I want to make some rice, con gandules, and some pasteles, and some pernil.
I'm good with that.
Every year, you
we'll be there soon.
You make it. I mean, I know it's a side hustle, and I know it's a lot of work.
Coming over after the show,
more work than making tamales. I mean,
right.
I mean, is it worth doing all those? Because I know you and your wife are just slanging them out.
Yes, it is. I mean, we can't keep up, man. Now it's getting bigger and bigger every year.
And then you guys sell your coquito, right? You guys sell your drink.
Yeah, we sell coquito too. Yeah, the coquito that also goes good too. Coquito, we got we came out with a bunch of different flavors. We're the first one to do strawberry. We did strawberry. We did oh my God, we got Choco Loco.
We got mango.
We got a few flavors, and then you got the coconut one, the regular one. I'm trying to think of the other one that we had. Pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
Pumpkin spice. Let me grab a bottle of water.
Okay, go ahead.
He hit us with the fall flavor. He said pumpkin spice.
Right.
He hit us with the fall flavor.
And every time we talk about food, why am I getting hungry?
I swear, our hungry asses, we'd be having people on here to talk about the most delicious. That's a word I just made up. Deliciousness. Ass shit. Like, my whole mouth is salivating. I'm over here smacking lips and shit. I'm like,
okay, I'm back. I had to grab me a little bottle of water. But that pumpkin spice came out real good. We got strawberry, pumpkin spice, the regular coconut. And there's another one that we were gonna do.
WSS pistachio.
Oh, we did strawberry banana strawberry. Yeah, we did pistachio. Pistachio, strawberry banana.
Pistachio. How was that pistachio?
Oh man, pistachio. Man, that was one of our best sellers, bro.
Fire. Yeah. It sounds like that.
I go down to Eastern Market to Rocky Peanut. And I get the fresh pistachio.
Oh shit!
This year I'm gonna do different. I'm gonna do the red pistachio. Remember the old school red one?
Don't hurt them. Yep, that your whole fingers would be red.
Yeah.
Right? Your whole fingers and your lips would be red, but you would just keep going. You have a whole pile of red shit on your table. Yep.
Oh, my God. Those things are hard to find, man. You got to go down.
Yeah, those are hard.
Yeah, you gotta know a Greek or an Italian or something like that to find them.
I totally forgot about the red pistachios.
Remember about those, man? The red ones.
The red ones would fuck your hands up.
Them.
Oh
that was
God,
Cars. That was Cars company, I think it was. That was originally
Yeah.
So good.
Right. That's
we're
crazy.
All hungry now. All of us are hungry. Trying to figure out when we're coming to eat.
I definitely don't want no damn.
I know.
For sure.
Do you have any upcoming? I know you do graduation parties and
Sounds so good.
Do you have any upcoming gigs right now at this moment?
You want to hear something wild? I'll be in Adrian, Michigan Saturday. I'm doing a barn party. They're doing like a country.
That'll be fun.
They want to do a country. Okay, they want to do a country set. I'll be doing the freestyle set. They got another hip hop guy that's gonna do the hip hop. They got like 4 different DJs.
Oh
that's
wow,
really cool
that's gonna be a fun party.
Yep.
Little something for everybody. That's awesome.
Them barn parties, they get fired up.
What's that
there.
one they do? Crazy horses or wild horses? Faster horses.
Faster horses.
Okay, they want to do something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, faster horses.
It's gonna be in Adrian, Michigan this Saturday.
That's gonna be a good time.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Make sure you go live so we can check it out.
Yeah,
I know you're
a beautiful day too. So
we'll make it short. We want to thank you for coming on, sharing some stories. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Hurricane. Much love.
Yeah, for sure. Rest in peace, Hurricane. Hey, I got one quick question, Mick, before you get off. And I'm sure anybody that sees this might want to know this. So do you like you said you transferred the tapes over to the CDs and all that. So because I've asked you before, is anybody able to, if they reach out to you, get like some of the old school stuff, maybe work their way up through? I mean, I know you guys got hundreds of volumes, man. So
man,
do you have those available though, like the old school ones?
Well, not right now. We got to see what his son's going to do with all that.
Okay.
His son's in charge. Hurricane Son's in charge of all that. So which way he wants to go in that direction. We talked about it before, and you know, I'm just waiting for him to let me know. Because now they sell. Okay, so you got okay, this is the hurricane volume right here, right? Let's see if you can see it. This is one of the ones. So now they sell a USB recorder where I can it's a cassette USB like burner. You know,
right.
I do is put this in, I put it in that little contraption they got now, and it'll burn it to a USB. It'll burn it to a USB. So I'm just waiting on the word
to the CD. Right, that's sweet.
Yeah,
that's sweet, man.
Yeah, because his son's in charge of his estate and everything. So you know, whenever he's ready to do it,
I got you.
I'm down.
I got you.
I'm down. So you guys, believe me, everybody know when we can start doing that. There's gonna be a mass.
You talking about like hotcakes?
Hey, thanks for coming on, brother. I hope you feel better.
Yeah, thanks a lot, mate.
Yeah, good luck on Friday with your surgery. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much. Hey, I can't wait to get it out. Man, I can't wait to get it out. The antibiotics, the swelling went down, but man, it still hurts like a motherfucker. Hey, you guys, thanks for having me, man.
Rest in peace,
Thank you. Be
Much
safe.
love.
See ya, Mick.
Let's do it. Hey, the next time we'll do the food. We'll do the presentation of the food.
Please.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Well, they're coming down. They're coming down soon. So maybe.
You guys coming down?
Yeah, we'll be down the end of September into October. So like September 28th to like October 5th.
Perfect.
We'll be there.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll be we're celebrating our 100th episode, and we'll be doing the 100th episode, you know, from Detroit, and then also we're celebrating Drake's birthday. So maybe birthday dinner.
Hey, Drake, you should have it at the party that me and Babel got it.
Where's it at?
I don't know if you got anything planned. Me and Babel got a big bash at the end of September.
There you go.
Okay,
we'll have it there. We can broadcast live there.
We could do everywhere.
Sounds good.
Anywhere you want. Let me know, brother.
Much love, brother. I love you.
Awesome.
Love you guys. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Peace.
Love you, bro.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thanks.
We getting that food.
We get.
Listen, we can fuck where we broadcast from. We getting that food, okay? Y'all out here making me hungry. I need one of these people to actually deliver after they've made us hungry. Like, okay.
So funny. And we're probably going to eat a lot of food that weekend.
I know. I was thinking that because, you know, I booked my flights yesterday and I've been doing the car rental thing and I'm looking at, you know, all this stuff. And I was like, I need to get some outfits. And then I thought to myself, I was like, we're about to be eating a lot of fucking food. There's going to be a lot of people trying to entertain us. I'm going to end up just wearing fucking stretchy pants. At this point, stretchy pants and tank tops and that's it. And a hoodie because this... I want everybody who's been on our show to deliver. They done made us so hungry. We're drooling. I'm smacking my lips and shit on every interview. Right. Somebody owes us some food.
Somebody owes us some food.
We just might broadcast while we're eating at this point and do a mukbang.
We might as well just eat while we're
do a mukbang. Yeah. Who knows? That might be our new thing.
Yeah. So
that sounds so nasty. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and this guy was eating, and they were making fun of him. But he was trying to eat real soft and slowly, but you can still hear that shit. I was like,
they love that though. There's people that love that shit. That they just tune in just to hear them eating. I mean, with all the food we talk about. We don't have to listen to it. All we got to do is eat the food. We don't listen. We don't have to listen to ourselves after. We get the best of both worlds. We get the food and we get more listeners. Fuck it.
So, how's your week been, Alex? It's Wednesday, hump day. How's everything going?
Man, just relaxing, just maxing and relaxing.
Maxing and relaxing.
Enjoy all this good sports stuff going on.
Good sports. Tori, how's your week been?
My week's been great. Doing lots of things around the house. Got to watch some movies. Go to the movies.
She did reading this morning.
Yeah, I did a Reiki energy healing session with this clairvoyant healer. That was like an hour, almost an hour long, and He pulled, just some blockages out and went over a bunch of stuff with me. So that felt amazing. And I'm in my white light bubble right now. So it's nice. It was much needed. I can't wait to have another session with him.
I can see
it. Good. It was good stuff.
That's awesome. That sounds
How about you?
It's a great week so far. I don't know. It seemed like just this whole year's just kind of just flying by. I mean, look, Labor Day, less than a week and a half away. It's like, really? Labor Day? And I know for us, I always have that meme that pops up and it says, great, we're about 30 days from fall. That doesn't mean shit in Phoenix.
No, it's 104 here today.
Well, no, I'm just saying, it says, we're 30 days from fall. Nothing's going to change. But I know, and, it's the end of, a summer. You know what I mean? Labor Day is kind of the last hurrah before weather starts getting shitty. So, yeah.
I heard it's been hot there the last couple of days.
Yeah,
hot humidity. Like the humidity's been really thick there in Detroit the last 2 days. Every girlfriend I talked to was like, "Whoo, shit, bitch, can't breathe."
You got the air conditioner on, Alex?
Yep. When I go out in the morning. I'm gone.
Well,
yeah, I mean it's hot, but that shit only lasts till Sunday. Hell yeah, I got the air conditioner on. You just heard her say it was 90 degrees. It's been 90 degrees all week.
Well, my parents
Sunday, Saturday.
They don't put the. I'm like, did you put air? No, it's just we'll just put the fan in the window. And I'm like, really? It's fucking hot. It's like that's why you got the sweat on top of your lip.
Fucking lip sweat.
They're older folks. They don't get hot and all hot.
They don't get hot like us.
Yeah,
their body temperature is a lot different, man.
Yeah. Oh, they're older folks. That's a good one.
Older.
But yeah, Sunday it'll shoot back down to normal.
Yeah, right.
To normal.
It'll be back to normal. By the time we get there, we'll
Monday to cut the grass and all that shit like that. I'm not doing.
We get like 4 or 5 weeks till we come, and we're gonna be wearing hoodies when we get there. I already know it.
It's always cold in October. It's
my
usually
nose is running just thinking about it.
It's usually raining on my birthday. It always is.
Really?
Rain. Yeah, it always is. I think. Yeah.
I should probably plan for rain.
I want to say I actually remember it, like going out on your birthday, and I want to say, damn, I can kind of remember a little bit of that. Like,
it's always rainy and shit.
I fucking hate the rain.
Alex probably remembers the best story on my birthday, and I usually never get drunk, and I think I don't know if I've told this story many times, but I never get drunk. I'm usually, a couple of 6 beers, probably at the most. But that in 2016. I don't know. It was like 18 shots of tequila. I was in the parking lot throwing up, and it was bad.
Come to Jesus moment.
Yeah, it was real bad. Alex took me back to the hotel room. But what was so funny was I was with Ray, and I don't know if he had a problem with the girl. He's called into the show. He's a big comic book guy.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't like that bitch. Can you throw up on her car? And I was like, bleh.
Oh,
damn.
You didn't.
I did.
Oh, damn.
Fuck this bitch too. And I was like, bleh. And so.
Oh, I'd have fucked you up. You puked out my car. Oh, hell, that's some fighting shit right there.
So we're outside in the parking lot. Everybody said,
steal it.
Yeah.
At least she didn't run him over, right? Steal it and puke in it.
It's 11 o'clock, right? And I'm fucking drunk. Alex, Lisa's been on the show.
You were wasted by 11?
Yeah, Detroit Love Tacos. She got me.
It was earlier than that.
It was earlier than that.
He tried to drag me out.
I was on the hood.
I'm good.
Like, I was on the hood the whole time, like, just like this. And someone said, say cheese.
Oh,
and I went from 0 to 100, got the picture, smiled, and went back on the hood. And they're like, oh.
Instant. Right.
It was instant.
He was like, pose and pose.
Yep.
Ready.
I even got that picture.
Ready.
It was funny.
Yeah.
It was a funny moment.
Are we having a repeat when we go, birthday style?
No.
Alex, plan it. Get ready, Alex.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
no.
I'm ready. Hell yeah.
Get ready,
I'm
Alex.
ready. I'll be ready by that time.
He'd be
That's
ready.
right.
18
Get our
shots or
livers
something.
up. Let's get our livers up, Alex.
Ready.
Just don't puke in my rental car, please.
Get that pistachio ready, Mick. Round of pistachios.
Ugh.
You know, I talked about Alex. It was called Blind Date. It's with Bruce Willis. One of my funniest movies that I like from Bruce Willis when he did comedy. And he's driving home and he just got bailed out of jail. And his brother's driving a
moonlighting
Lincoln Continental new car. And he's like, new car? He's like, yeah, it's a new car. He's like,
oh, fuck.
Yeah, it was like, new car? He's like, yeah. And he's like, okay. It was so funny. I was like, it's so funny because I had somebody in my car one time and he was like, oh, it's a new car? And I was like, yeah. And he did the same thing, but he rolled the window down. But he thought he was out, but he was, you know, when you're vomiting or you're throwing pop.
I got one of those stories too. It hits down the whole side.
Spreading all down the door. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? He's like, I'm sorry, but I had to go.
So,
was it either in your car or outside your car? What is it going to be, you know? So
you guys aren't from the east side, but do you remember how we used to cruise Gratiot? Us east siders would go cruise Gratiot.
I know you guys did that.
Yeah, that was our thing, right? So it was my birthday, and my friends decided they were, we got fucking wasted at my house, had a house party. But we had a designated driver, right?
I like all those little liquor stores over there on Gratiot. I used to
out
there with my sister. I used to go down the little corner.
We're about at 12 Mile in Gratiot. I'm in the back seat. I am fucking annihilated, right? At this point, my birthday and everybody's shots, right? So I tell my friend, I'm like, I gotta throw up. She's like, just throw up out the window. We're cruising. Roll I roll the window down. I throw up.
Roll the window.
I throw up. I rolled it. That's how old I am. I rolled that bitch, right? With the hand, right? So, and it went all the way, like, it didn't really go all the way down because back then it really didn't go all the way down, right? So I had to climb up over the glass. I puke. It's all down the side of the car, right? I got my head out the window. I'm just throwing up, but I'm looking downward. All of a sudden I hear, what the fuck? I look up, there's a motorcyclist, a biker next to us, but behind us. I threw up all over him. He was so fucking mad. And he went and then we have to come to a red light and he's yelling at me and I'm just like, I'm sorry. And every time I'm trying to say sorry, I'm just throwing up more. And at that point, I don't think he was just like, what the fuck? Get her home, right? And he dadded me. He yelled to my friends, get her home.
Oh my God.
He was covered in it. Oh man, I'll never forget that. The whole front of his bike, everything. I was like, fuck, I'm sorry, dude.
Oh my God.
It's my birthday. It's my birthday. I think it was some rowdy shit, like Mad Dog 2020.
Oh boy.
I had to make sure you guys got the gist of what was happening.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh,
it was like Mad Dog 2020 mixed with Boone's Farm and some shit.
I had tickets one time for a Lions game, and actually, the tickets were for the game that Matthew Stafford fucking lit Detroit on fire when everybody was jumping on the bandwagon when he played Cleveland Browns. And he got popped, and he came back in, dislocated his shoulder, and threw the winning touchdown. I had tickets to that game right behind the Lions' 50-yard line.
Oh, and you were celebrating.
I don't know why I didn't go. It was he had to work, or I just chose not to go. But I gave him to a friend and his girlfriend, and they went. They were there. They got to witness that game and shit, which I was a little jealous, but I was happy that it was them. And my friend sat in the seat that my friend sat in. A woman behind him threw up all over him.
Oh.
And I was like, but you know what, bro? If that had happened to me, it would have been worth it, bro. He was like, that shit was not worth it. I was so pissed, bro. And so I was like, wow. But I was like, damn.
Yeah, I've seen some shit like that. I don't even know.
That's crazy. So see, that's my luck. I would have won.
Yeah. See, that's not your luck.
Enjoy myself.
That's more like that's not your luck.
I would have
Would you have wanted to see that game, knowing that you were going to get barfed on? Because that was a pretty
I would have
epic game. You would have took the puke.
I would still win. Oh yeah, I was a big Stafford fan, bro.
You were still jealous,
right there. Oh man, I was like, damn,
can I at least have the shirt with the throw up on it? Ew. Ew.
Can I get that
That's
as a
like
souvenir?
The cup next to the bed. You don't want that.
No.
It's not that good.
Has this ever happened?
That's crazy, though.
I gotta put this on the screen.
Can I get the shirt?
What is it? A picture of vomit or what?
Yeah.
Is it a shirt? Is it a picture?
We made it. Home sweet home. Yay! Are you okay?
Came out of nowhere.
Okay. We're okay.
Hilarious.
Is this the Virgin movie?
Oh, man.
Oh my God.
So gross.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I think I kind of had that coming.
I'll still have sex with you.
You know what? I think I'm going to pass it next, if you don't mind.
I have to work out tomorrow.
Is that the Virgin movie?
I just watched that not long ago, too.
God.
I just watched it like about a
that
month
part, and then, oh man, there's so many. Yeah. I'll still have sex with you, she said.
Oh, thank you.
No, I'm gonna pass. Yeah, thanks, but no thanks.
Even a virgin turned that shit down.
All day.
Gross.
Oh man, that's so gross.
Did that ever happen?
I was just gonna ask that. Somebody ever throw up during sex?
Oh, I'm trying to.
I need somebody to call in. And let me know.
I ain't never made no woman that sick.
You know, I'm saying maybe y'all went home. She was drunk. Y'all were drunk. You were feeling it. Y'all got to rocking, right? And then the motion, she was like, "I'm gonna puke," or maybe him. We gotta stop. I'm gonna throw up. I wonder if that's happened. It's got to have happened.
I've been around plenty of women that say, "Oh, I'm about to get sick," and I'm like, "Oh, that's a wrap."
Oh,
Other than that, they ain't never threw up on me.
That's a wrap.
We gotta go.
That's a good story. Good topic.
What was the movie? It's gross. It's just as gross, but it's I think it's a different movie. The one where she shits and they were in the bathtub. Do you guys remember that? What's the fucking name of the movie?
I got a good.
We actually lived through that story.
Is it Hall Pass? The movie Hall Pass. Somebody shit in the bathtub?
No.
Okay, you can't just drop a little sprinkle of the story and not finish there, Alex.
I remember someone. He was talking about it.
She sneezed.
We told that story already.
Okay.
But I got another
escort story.
Yeah. The escort story. I remember.
Different story. So I recently was talking to my uncle, and I guess he was a teenager at the time. And my grandfather's from Texas, and he was a big Texan. Worked on the railroad, kind of like a cheese Texan. He was the man.
Certified Texan.
Yeah, he was the man. I guess he had a party at the house. There was a bunch of people drinking and blah, blah, blah. And, blah, blah, blah. And I guess my grandmother told him, well, you're not the man of the house. He said, I pay the fucking bills. If I want to shit on the floor, then I'll shit on the floor.
Shit on
the floor. And my uncle came out. He was a teenager. He was like, what's that smell? He says, well, your dad took a shit on the fucking floor in the middle of the floor.
I think you told me that before. That's so cool.
Yeah, you told this story. We all that was the day we told all of those stories.
Oh, okay, I can't remember.
That movie I was talking about is when he took her on a date, and instead of puking, she sneezed, and when she sneezed, she farted and shit. Oh. And it was like everywhere. I want to say it was the Hall Pass movie. But yeah. And she was sitting on the edge of the bathtub, right?
And it was Hall Pass.
Was that it? Okay, because you guys know I don't ever reference movies because I'm the way my memory is set up, right? I'm like, come on, guys, the girl's shit. You can't remember. So she was sitting on the edge of the bathtub talking. She was in her feelings, and she let out like a sneeze, right? And she shit out the back of her skirt, and it was on the whole. It was everywhere. And I don't think she realize it. I don't think she realized it. Only he did.
Yeah, he was like,
he was like, oh.
That makes it even
so
grosser and funnier.
Yeah, women sneeze and they piss themselves
like
all the time. So she probably just, how do you not know that you let out a shit fart? Like,
right. So I got a question because that's your top.
That's gross.
To be honest,
so gross.
Hall pass, or would you ever give a man a pass? Like, if you guys, let's say, I guess one of the couples was kind of fighting, the other one was like, one of them was fighting, the other one did it because her girlfriend
did it.
Yeah. So would you ever give a man if you guys are married and say, you know what, go fuck whoever you want, and then come back in a couple days?
I don't know about all that. No. I don't think so. Probably not. I mean, if we're beefing like that, like, we're going to either work it out or we're not. And if we're just going to go fuck other people, we're just going to go fuck other people. Like, no need for you to come back. We good.
I mean, the other couple that
and if it's something that's like if they're looking at like jazzing up their relationship, well, then we're going to do it together.
Okay.
I don't know. That's just my view. I don't think that I feel like doing that just kind of opens the door for more problems if you're already fighting. Because those people are arguing, they're fighting, they're at each other. And I know in the movie it's meant to see, like, do I really love her? Do I really love him? Right? But I don't know. When I'm beefing with somebody like that, you probably don't want to give me a hall pass. You probably want to work things out with me. Because if you done got on my nerves that fucking bad that I feel like I need to go somewhere else instead of working it out with you, probably not coming back. So even if I liked I mean, I don't know. I think that's a stupid way of trying to bring you closer together. Is like, go fuck other people.
So Alex said no.
Like I can see taking a break. Like, oh, we're gonna take a break. Maybe after we're away from each other for a few months, we'll think or whatever. People take breaks. But the hall pass thing to come back in a week, I'm gonna hurt your feelings if I'm gone for a week. I mean, like, people are already beefing.
Go have an affair with a chimpanzee.
Yeah.
That's what everybody's doing nowadays.
I'm gonna pass on all of that.
That's one of our stories.
I know, one of our stories.
Hey, just go.
Okay, why you brought it up?
Why not?
What?
Wait, you didn't answer, Drake. Are you giving people hall passes? Alex said no.
I thought that was a good.
Alex said he only gives a hall pass if it's with a chimpanzee.
No, she was our baby girl.
I would say no.
And she was.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good. Let's make our relationship better thing.
Right.
Right.
That's a negative.
That's a negative. It sounds like shit's gonna get real bad real quick.
I'm gonna share you, okay?
What had happened to her?
Like, hear me out before you answer. Just hear me out.
Just listen. This is gonna be a good thing.
I'm trying to find.
Trust me, I'm a professional.
Like, finally, peace and quiet. She's gone.
No. He gonna return her ass in 24 hours.
I can't find the page.
Damn, I'm ready to hit a buzzer. Goddamn.
I know, right? I immediately felt like, what's the answer? Hurry up, Alex. What's the answer?
Who is Miguel Cabrera? Damn.
Hold on, let me do something.
This young athlete
what's the chimpanzee's
just
name?
hit 501 home runs. Who is this athlete?
Hold on, let me hit something. Hold on. I can't find it. Oh,
No whammies. No whammies.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
I can't find it. I'm about to close all these
I'll
pages.
take for 200, Drake.
I like a good $1.
Come on, Showcase Showdown.
I like to solve the puzzle.
What is?
So
I'm running out.
Spin the wheel, Alex. Just spin the fucking wheel.
Can't find it. I don't know where it's at. I'm about to close all these pages.
Is this the music they played during Supermarket Sweep? Remember they'd run around?
Oh
Get
my
it!
God!
Jump to the left.
Don't tell nobody. This is between us three and everybody else who's listening. I used to love watching SHA'CARRI drop. I mean, I don't think every day.
That was
every day. I used to be like, run into the sports store. What are you doing?
Go! What are you fucking doing? You're screaming at the TV.
Those shows were so classic, so fun to watch. They were so fun to watch at like 5 in the afternoon. What a loser!
Yeah.
16 years old.
I'm a Family Feud. I like the Family Feud too.
Yeah, my dad loved. He watched that all day long. If they played it all day long.
All day long.
I want to do the Supermarket Sweep though. They have there's like a new one, right?
Oh, when they would fall and bust their ass. Oh, that shit was great.
Yeah, that shit. He said, "Man, that shit was great." Yeah. With that fucking basket, I think I could do it. You know how many times I imagine myself that person?
Running with a blow-up hot dog, Oscar Mayer wiener, what the hell?
Right, I'm screaming at the TV like, this bitch is down the wrong fucking aisle. The soy sauce is not down that aisle. What the fuck is she doing? Yep, she lost it. Fucking lost it. Bitch ain't ever shopped a day in her life.
Right.
Judgy.
Gotta go to the meat department. What's wrong with you?
Judgy as fuck.
Judgy. We'll move on with the show.
I digress.
Files to run for senator in Georgia. What's your thoughts, Alex? Herschel Walker.
You know what? I mean, he's kind of always been involved with politics somewhat. I didn't know he was that close friends with Donald Trump. But I mean, like I said, I've been hearing things. You know, he's been very outspoken past couple of years, which probably longer than that. So I don't know, man. I mean, an athlete in there, like I said, there are a lot of things he has said actually make sense. So I don't know. We'll see what he's doing, but the fact that he's friends with Donald Trump, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. So I don't know. I really didn't do too much research on him and to see what I did read a little bit, and they were just saying like, will he be in over his head? So I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, probably be on Trump's, if not payroll, campaign, and all of that. So I don't know, man.
I feel like if he is close with Donald Trump, he won't be for very much longer if he does get into politics. I mean, that seems to be the record of Donald Trump's friends, right? His favorites, his people that rally for him. I mean, if you look at his track record, there's going to be a moment that you're going to get burned or cut. The bridge is something's gonna happen, right?
Right.
I don't really think anybody.
And just real quick, Tori.
So he's got to understand that going into it.
A little bit more for you to go off of it. It says Walker is expected to be the early front runner in the primary if he gets the backing of Trump, which he probably will. The most influential Republican in the party. This could be the most important filing for the most important race in the country, said Randy, is a Georgia lawyer and former U.S. ambassador to Luxembourg in the Trump administration. It is the signal Georgia Republicans have been waiting on, and the one the Democrat senatorial committee feared most. So Herschel Walker understands the predicament our country is in now is now in, and the importance of those who love this country to step forward and do what it takes to save it has been added. So
there you go, and that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
And it will crumble. It will crumble.
Dr.
All the fuck all over.
Dr. Fucci saying, alarming news: the pandemic will last till next summer.
What
we
a
knew
name.
this. We knew.
Isn't that special?
Tell me something new, Fucci.
Yeah, Dr. Translate.
Honestly, though, I don't think that that's a surprise. I mean, 6 months ago, I was saying we're going all the way to 2022 for sure. Right. Nobody is on the same page. Nobody can agree on anything. Nobody has the same views of safety and what you should and shouldn't do. There's a lot of people that feel they don't need to get vaccinated because people who with the vaccine are getting it anyways. They're not really looking at the statistics in regards to people who are vaccinated getting it, as opposed to people who are vaccinated not dying. There's a huge difference, right?
It's hard to even think about gauging something like that. When I hear stuff, I let that go in there and out the other, because to me, I'm just like, what? Like, it's just, I don't know why. I guess I shouldn't get annoyed by it or it bothers me that much. But it's like, how can you gauge that? Because it's like telling the weather. They're just 50-50 all the time.
It's
like, how can
there's a lot of unknown things. And if
with people getting it,
so
not
much
knowing
that's
they have
unknown.
it, spreading it, not knowing they're spreading it.
I feel like a lot of people are, as soon as they hear something, they're like, well, so-and-so said this. Nothing is set in stone. So even though it was said 6 months ago, look how much has changed in 6 months, right? Look how much has changed in 3 months. So there's nothing that's certain right now. But what is certain out of all of it is death. It's certain that people are dying at alarming rates, and it's spiking again. I don't know if you guys saw Oakland County, Michigan, mandated today for masks for children in schools, and I had a lot of, I was actually really shocked because we're talking about kids and schools and not being able to protect your kid when you're not with them and you don't know what they're coming in contact with or who. And I was really shocked to see a lot of people on my feed they were mad about it. They were mad about their children having to wear masks until they can get vaccinated or things become a little bit more certain. And I was kind of torn. I was kind of sad about it because these are people who I consider good parents, right? And
I seen a lot of it. I seen a lot of that on my feed as well in the first run when the COVID,
there was some parents who were making comments in regards to their children having sensory issues. I get it. I consider that an underlying condition. If your child has sensory issues and can't wear a mask, then your child should automatically be eligible to stay home for schooling. Should be a special accommodation for them. If your child has an underlying condition, why would you want them to go unprotected at school anyways?
Yeah, why would you want to send them to school?
To make you feel comfortable.
And I understand that there's some parents that can't continue to do the homeschooling thing. It's hard. It's super hard. It's hard enough when your kid's home from school for the whole week and you're like, fuck, I gotta miss work, and you're not teaching them, you're just taking care of them. So now they have to be home.
Sickness.
Right. And I get it, but as a parent, I just can't imagine sending my child off into the unknown with any less than what I think is going to be all the protection that they need until we can get something certain. So I was kind of shocked to see the reactions of people who weren't happy about it.
Right.
A comment from somebody said, Dr. Fucci,
that's special.
Yeah.
Isn't that special?
Isn't that special?
Alex's favorite artist, Kanye West, wants to change his name, and he has legally. He changed it to.
Don't call him Kanye West.
That's not his name. Who?
What's his name? Dum Dum. I don't know.
The artist formerly known as.
What is his name going to be? Yee.
Like Yeezy. Yee.
I mean, what is he doing?
Yee. Trying to have sales for when his record drops.
Right. I was having this conversation with Eddie earlier.
Did you see the beef he had with Drake?
Yeah. And I was seeing
this. What he does.
Yeah, I was talking to him about, like, we're like, man, I think the last good album he had was when I think Jesus. Yeah, it's Jesus. Well, I don't even know which one. But like I said, it's been a while.
Well, it was college dropout to me.
Mm-hmm. You know, he does the thing where when he's going to drop something, he trolls them. He beefs, right? I mean, look at the Donald Trump, I'm going to run for president fiasco he did. I don't think he did it because he really cared about politics. He did it to get his name back out there and make himself relevant. Right. He knew, and to take votes away from the Democratic Party or people who, you know, he felt that he could persuade to vote, just to vote for him to kind of throw their vote away. He did the same thing. I forget the other artist he did with, but where he drops the album the same day or whatever, you know, clothing or whatever he has coming out, because if you drop it by yourself, you're going to get some, you know, it's a give or take on what your sales are going to be. But if you create drama and beef between somebody else, it's guaranteed to drive sales. Doesn't matter. Right. It doesn't matter, especially if that person doesn't like the other. They want to just see what the fuck it's about at that point because they're watching them beef back and forth. So now he's got this beef with Drake again that's been ongoing, but now it's like, did you see what they did? And Drake said this, and then he responded with he did a group text, right? He group texted Drake and a bunch of other people, like 12 people, running his mouth, right? And then Drake said, like, showed a picture of him like laughing in the backseat of his like Maybach or something, you know, something like ha ha ha, whatever. So then Yee, because we're not calling him that anymore. So the former,
I'm not calling him that,
right? Right. So then
be my
he dropped a picture of the satellite photo of where Drake's house is in Toronto or wherever he's from, right? So that's what he does. He trolls people, he prods them, he pokes them, and now he's on his third listening party for this album. Like, how much more you got coming out? You're on your third listening, and it's like the secret celebrity listening, like event, and I don't know. It's what he does.
That's why
he reinvents himself. You got to give it to him. As fucking crazy as he is, he truly does have an artist mind. He has a mind that is a little whack, right? It's got to be a little whack on one end to be able to create the music that he does when he's at his highest peak. So I'm going to give it to him. He knows how to reinvent himself. He falls off. He comes back, even if it's unethical or it's fucking cringy. He still does it. So he's still, people talking about him. He's still relevant, right?
We just, you know, I skipped the story.
That's why I laughed at Mayweather's last like 5 fights. Same reason.
Same thing.
I had an exact reason.
Exactly.
One of the tabs went crazy, but I know you sent me the story. Proud Boys leader, and he had to be Enrique, right?
Right. Always a fucking Enrique.
So they send the leader to jail.
Yeah, they gave him over what they were, I guess the sentence was supposed to carry. And he tried to do I'm sorry, you know, it was a like backpedaling plea for what they did was they vandalized church, I believe it was, and then destroyed Black Lives Matter signs. Right. And he tried to backpedal and say that it was basically it was wrong of him and he didn't mean this and he was, you know, he just backpedaled, and the judge was not having it because the judge said this was premeditated. Who goes to a protest with lighter fluid in their pocket?
Yeah, they burnt the banner.
You weren't just going to protest. You were going to burn shit down. And when you did that, you did it in a form, premeditated, and you did it in a form that was similar to KKK action, which then struck and brought back and brought back that trauma and those hit those chords of those things that happened in the past that were used as intimidation for racism and all the things. So she threw the book at him because I think the max was, I don't know, I don't remember the exact number of what he could have, like the highest it carried, but she threw on a little on that back end just to make them known, I'm not fucking playing with you.
There you go. So Nirvana, this is kind of crazy when I read the story. Nirvana Kurt Cobain estate, babies all growing up. Now he's suing for exploiting. I mean, Alex, what do you think about this? I mean, this cover is I got to be honest with you,
right?
30 years old, man.
It's monumental. It's Nirvana. It's 1991. I mean, I was graduating from this album.
Right.
Just I mean, it was crazy.
Shit. No, yeah. I read it. I think you know what? I think he's full of shit because just keep it short and sweet because he redid it. He reposted it.
Yep,
and then did a split thing. Yeah, he recreated it, but then he wants to. But I'm still mad. What the fuck?
He ran out of money from that recreation. That hype that he was coattail he was riding, and that was okay. He recreated it. He was, entitled to do that. That was his picture.
Right.
Like, he's grown now, but this is not entitlement. You ran out, you exercised your options on that recreation and couldn't get any more creative on how you could do a spin on it to make more money other than a lawsuit. Like, come the fuck on.
Right. Now, and let me ask you a question.
I agree completely.
Let me ask you a question, Tori. It said in the article that I read that he asked, or his lawyer, I guess, asked for like $150,000. But
really,
and to me, so I looked at it like he asked for only $150,000, but then he asked for like part of the royalties and all that from the albums and stuff like that. Something like so. So I'm thinking he tried to play it smart. I was like, well, I'll ask for a good sum of money, and then I'll just for something that they'll probably just toss to me like it's pocket change. But in the long run, I'll get, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
what he's
he did that strategically so that he could get a payout.
At least, I don't know if it's smart, but I just was like, okay, like, that tells you you're just trying to squeeze anything out of this shit, man. But,
he's trying to work both angles. Because if he went higher, then it would have cut him out of the royalties probably.
I'm thinking, where's the parent is what I'm thinking, though. Like, where was the parent at this time? Like, did his parents pass away?
Why aren't you? Yeah, because why aren't you suing your parents who sold your porn? You're calling it child pornography. Your parents are the ones that are being held responsible for this. Your parents were in charge of you. You didn't make the deal to be on that cover.
Right.
You didn't. You weren't your own agent as a baby.
Yeah, I didn't see no mention
of them in
the thing. So I'm like, this is kind of funny. Maybe, you know what I mean? So that makes me say, what?
Right? Are they
did he tell his
parents
away? Stay out of this or something like that? Or I mean, they don't tell him.
Well,
tell him, but yeah, that's crazy. Somebody's always trying to come back.
If there's a photo of your baby naked, how'd they get that photo of your baby naked? I would assume it's you're the one that offered it up. So if you're going to sue those people, then you need to go ahead and file charges against your mama and daddy because
he said something about maybe I don't want my penis seen or something. Like that's I would be.
Then he would have never recreated that.
I would praise that shit though. Like, man, that's legendary album cover, and now you want money, you piece of trash. Like, God, what a fucking sponge, man.
Pretty sure.
What a sponge, man.
In 1991. Pretty sure
this shit.
They paid him for that photo.
That's crazy.
I'm sure they did.
And I would think he would still be getting something in sense of check in the mail or something
if
like
anything,
that.
I think he should have just kept it. I think he should have just kept it as, hey, I'd like some royalties from this.
Right. I mean,
not,
it could have been.
I want 150. I want all.
It could have been a lot different. Drake back then, the music industry was a lot different, man.
Yeah.
Maybe they did a one contract deal with them, and that was it too. So I could see that happening back then. So.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you never know.
Unless they were going to use them for more covers or some shit. I don't know.
Took $1,000 and that's all they wanted. You know what I mean? You never know.
Yeah. Back then, you get paid $1,000. You're like, hey, that's cool.
Yeah, they could have been huge Nirvana fans. Right. I'll do it. Yeah, just give me $1,000. That's good.
Right. Connie,
we are good. How are you? Hope everything
Connie.
Well.
Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're well.
So, I was talking about this with Eddie because he's a big rock guy, but Charlie Watts from the Rolling Stones recently passed. I'm kind of surprised. I didn't know he was if he was sick because what was his name? The other guy, Richards. He looks worse than he does.
Yeah, he looks a whole lot older. He looks like he's aged way more.
Yeah. So they just announced today before I sent you all the notes for the show. They're going on tour in the U.S. And I was telling Eddie, I was like, man,
really?
If you're a young drummer, man, I would fucking be jumping at the opportunity to play with the Rolling Stones. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Hey, do you want to fill in? Yeah, you don't even have to fucking pay me. I just want to be there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, that's going to be a huge concert when it comes out. So,
the story article was pretty cool, man. The way he became the drummer and shit like that. It's a really long article.
Yeah,
I didn't read it all, but yeah, there was what's his name? Mick Jagger was telling the story real quick. I'll just read this. It says, Mr. Jones, who considered himself the leader, was fired from the Stones in '69 and found dead in his swimming pool soon after. Do you remember that? Or no? Okay.
No.
Mr. Jagger and Mr. Richards spent decades at loggerheads, sometimes making albums without being in the studio at the same time. Mr. Watts was happy to work with either or both. There was one time, however, when Mr. Watts famously chaffed at being treated like a hired hand rather than an equal member of the group. In 1984, Jagger and Richards went out on the night drinking in Amsterdam. When they returned to their hotel around 5 a.m., Jagger called Mr. Watts, waking him up and asked, "Where's my drummer?" 20 minutes later, Mr. Watts showed up at Jagger's room, coldly furious but shaved and elegantly dressed in a rose suit and tie. "Never call me your drummer again," he told Mr. Jagger before grabbing him by the lapel and delivering a right hook. Mr. Richards said he narrowly saved Mr. Jagger from falling out of window into an Amsterdam canal. This is Watts. I'm quoting right here. "It's not something I'm proud of doing, and if I hadn't been drinking, I would have never have done it," Mr. Watts said in 2003. "The bottom line is, don't annoy me." So
there you go.
Oh, wow.
I thought that, I was like, damn, man, that could have been. I mean, can you imagine if he would have died? If Jagger wouldn't be talking about no Stones right now.
So the
right
crazy
big thing about that story is he became an actual member of the group in that after that fight. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
He wasn't,
so is the moral of the story don't annoy me, or go ahead and kick the lead guy's ass and
it
hope
was
you
basically
get the job?
I guess they were treating him like, like he was
stood
just,
up for his own shit.
You know what I mean? Like he was just an extra guy to, they weren't making him feel welcome in the group at the time. So the original, I believe that's the drummer. I'm not sure. I didn't follow the Stones like that, but passed away. So.
Right.
And, so basically Mick Jagger tried to call him like, where the fuck you at? So he was like, okay,
man,
I'm going to show up.
The stories they have, I could only imagine.
Like right. And that's just one minor story right there.
That's just one. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he dealt with a lot of, he got hooked on amphetamines and heroin but then he bettered himself and all of that. So yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
So another rock legend, one of the Everly brothers, Don Everly.
Yeah, that's sad too, man. Damn.
84 years old. So
Yeah.
one of the brothers is still alive, but one of them died. Rock legend.
That's all my shit, man. My oldies. Kidding me? Their number one hit was "Wake Up Little Susie."
Yeah.
Bye Bye Love. I mean, those are.
Bye Bye Love. That's.
I love it. I love all that shit.
So you're staying also in the rock world. Aerosmith is amazing. Strikes the deal to get all their masters. This is such a huge thing for them to get their rights to all their masters, because it is so hard to get as a I guess an artist in any industry, rap or R&B or rock, to own your masters. It's a pretty big, huge deal. Oh, I thought you were playing something. I was like,
no, I was freezing. My foot.
Shit, the Everly brothers are in the music.
People know that we're recording and they still want to send me shit.
Right. I was going to say the Everly brothers are in the country music hall of fame and rock and roll hall of fame.
Yeah, they're both.
That's pretty cool right there.
Yeah, they're in both, which is awesome. Yeah, I was pretty shocked to see that myself.
Yeah, so this is pretty big in the rock industry to own your album, your all your masters. That means you call it, so.
Means you call your own shots. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So this is the story that I was looking for, and I probably skipped some stories because I can't find it. Oh no, okay. Alex was talking about monkey love. Women got 80.
Fill me in on this, guys.
We got 80.
I didn't read it. I just
from the zoo
I seen it like
over the affair with a chimpanzee. They say
she was a zookeeper.
The opposites attract, but woman has taken too far and banned from the Belgian zoo after owners felt that her relationship with one of the primates have gone too far. The lady's name is Adi, and she got into the boot from the Antwerp Zoo after a 4-year affair. She carried on with the chimpanzee male named Kita. Per report, apparently she stopped by weekly, interacted with him behind the glass. As far as she banned, turns out affection little guy was too screwing with her ability to socialize with other chimps in the habitat. The zoo reportedly said Kita was being isolated after visiting hours. So it doesn't look like she was getting fucked by the chimp. It looks like she was just taking up all his time, and he wasn't.
So she was a visitor to the zoo? Listen, I'm an animal lover, okay? Because I'm that crazy lady that would visit the monkey every week, like bring the monkey toys and stuff, right? So I'm just trying to see, maybe because she was always, as long as she wasn't fucking the monkey. I'm not going that far. I'm not fucking no animal, right?
I think she
no.
With them through the glass. She was licking the glass. I don't know.
Ew, no, don't. So chimps and animals of that sort that really cling to humans, I could see that it being a problem, because this chimp sees her all the time. Like, people come to the zoo, but they don't come every week. You got the zookeepers, and they are there. They're with all of them. So she built a relationship. I think that's a really misleading article.
Miss Monkey.
It is, because I'm over here thinking this lady, there was a zookeeper and she fucked one of the monkeys.
It wasn't even nothing like that.
He was like this.
Hey, baby.
She was just visiting him all the time.
She was visiting him all the time,
routines,
and he probably
was all up in
too.
Did
you hear what they said? He wouldn't. He wouldn't let her visit with other animals.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you said? So he was jealous, and he was probably attacking the other animals. Like, that's my human. That's my human. She's showing me affection.
And they come in her. You never know.
Right, because they become very territorial.
Right, I can see how that'd be a big
sad
deal.
though. Man, that would fucking crush me if I got banned from the zoo. I couldn't even fucking imagine. I'm sure. Lady visits all the animals every week. She gets banned from the zoo because she loves them too much. That sucks. They should have worked something out with. I'm on the lady side. As long as she didn't.
Yeah, let them Zoom call each other or something.
Well, why don't you just? Well, you know what? I was gonna. Zoom. Oh man. Here we go. Outrageous shit. Like I was gonna say, make her a zookeeper, but then he probably would have he might have attacked her because he wanted to, because you can volunteer at the zoo.
Right.
My friends always send me links. They're like, "There's your perfect job, Tori. Volunteer at the zoo." I don't trust myself. I would try to take one of the animals home.
You ever seen the zookeeper?
Now that I got a pickup truck, I'll have the fucking hippo in the back of that bitch.
You ever seen the zookeeper?
Damn,
I have.
Yeah, you funny as hell.
That's me. It's totally me. Yeah. Hold my drink. I gotta pet the animal. I gotta get it in my car. Trying to take home penguins and shit. So, yeah, probably not a good idea. It's probably best she had to go.
What is going on with R. Kelly? This is the disaster.
What is not going on with R. Kelly?
Everything's coming out, and I'm like, what?
It is getting worse day by day. These testimonies every day. You're like,
I'm just waiting. I'm just counting down the day till he goes to jail.
Well, he's already in jail. He's already in jail, but if found guilty, his trial right now is going on in New York City. If he's found guilty, he's going to get 25 to life just on this case alone.
I believe he's going to jail for
under the jail.
They've spoke about already. God rest her soul. Her birthday just passed. Aaliyah, her mother released. They got all the masters to her music too.
Right.
So it's huge, right? Her mother's releasing a book, and so all of this happening during that time. This time is just. I know her mother, her parents are feeling some type of way, right? Yeah. But they, what was it? Don't quote me, but a manager, tour manager, something, ex-tour manager. He admitted to Aaliyah. He found out about Aaliyah. I guess Aaliyah was introduced to R. Kelly by her uncle, who was her manager, and was also one of Kelly's managers. And that the tour manager had questioned him, and he said, "No, I'm not messing with her." And then he said in his testimony, he said during one of the concerts, he panicked and said, "Get us a flight back. Aaliyah's in trouble." They flew back to to Detroit, where Aaliyah is from. And that's when he told the tour manager that she was pregnant at 15. Right. And he then he then admitted to paying somebody, a social worker, to produce a fake ID. And he admitted to going to, they went and got married in a hotel room.
Right.
And, faked her age. That was on day one of the testimonies. I'm like, oh my God. And it just got worse since then. Now you've got Jane Doe 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 talking about, man, so much abuse. They all use the same term though, punishment. If they were on punishment, and it could mean not eating, it could mean being put in a closet. You had to ask for permission to urinate. You had to ask for permission to eat. You had to ask for permission to walk somewhere. And then said something. Well, he, think about it. Think about all his music. And what was, God dang, I can't remember the name of the video where he had all the women like serving him like servants. I think he's into that dominant shit where he wants to treat them like slaves, right?
Right.
And he wants them to worship him. But they even said today, one of the women said that he made her rub feces on herself and even eat it. Now there's a male that's coming forth that said that he touched him, and it's just one allegation after the other, and these stories are so similar that it's kind of hard not to believe it. It's bad. So I think You know, R. Kelly was abused as a child. And I'm not condoning any of this, but I definitely believe that this
Your
all
timing
stems
is
from
horrible
the
if you
trauma.
about to play that, but
No, I
I'll be right back. I'm like, damn, fuck the code, fuck the easy transition, right?
Yeah.
The smooth transition. I'll be right back.
I think this is all, you know, it's all stemming from his sexual abuse as a child.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, so you got sexual abuse that's never been addressed, and now you have this incredible talent that can also be exploited. And terrible combination, because when you have a talent like that, you hold power over people. They want what you have. They want to be around you. I mean, there's no denying that he has an incredible talent. His voice is just surreal, right?
Right.
But when you're carrying all that trauma and you are hurting others, now he's using that talent as a power to manipulate and abuse people because he was abused. It's fucked up. So fucked up. So fucked up.
I'm talking about the story, but Alex just went somewhere.
He went somewhere. He got scared of seeing that clip up there.
Yeah.
He's like, and this is my exit.
And I was like, is this on? It was the David Chappelle where
Russell
he's like,
started the university.
I pee on you.
I pee on you. Yeah.
Remember that? So
I do. I remember. Yeah. But, you know, yeah, we need to make a little. I don't want to make light of it because these people have been completely abused and it's fucked up. And he's fucked up, right? But look at, okay, what do you think about all the people that enabled him and covered for him? Don't you think they should be, something should be put on them too?
Yeah.
Because here they are riding the coattails of this. And, you know, a lot of them said that he forced them. Well, he said this or I was going to lose my job. He told me I had to do this, or I was going to lose my job. Well, where the fuck are your morals? Lose your fucking job. Go work at fucking Amazon. You don't need to be on the road. Like, where's your morals? You're literally abusing underage or young women.
Can you go give me that 14-year-old girl? No.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, and they would say, well, he's like, oh, well, you know, and then he would start to talk. Some of them on stand would say, well, then he would start talking like, you know, he was moving away from me and I wouldn't be included. Well, then time to find a new fucking job.
Yeah.
Because you're enabling a pedophile. I feel like those people should be faced with charges as well.
Right.
It's kind of like the getaway driver, right? You do a robbery. You got a getaway driver. They're well aware of what's happening. They're in the plan. They don't really want to do the robbery, but they're going to drive the car. They should get something too. They're in on it. You know? Same shit. Fucked up. All the way, a whole fucked up situation. So, but I'm here for the shits. I'm watching the trial. Yeah.
I'm gonna play this while we're waiting because I have stories that Alex I wanted him to talk about, but
yeah, they also. You remember the other trial? They let him wear. I'm sorry, they let him wear his regular clothes.
Yeah.
This trial, they're not. He's in an orange jumpsuit in this one. They're not having that shit.
Here's a Spider-Man teaser that was the other day.
Oh, this is a good one. Some suggest that Parker's powers is the male spider's ability to hypnotize females.
Stop, come on.
Yes, my spider lord.
Can you just like stay up here all day? It is so crazy down there.
That's right, folks. Spider-Man is in fact Peter Parker.
Listen, I did not kill Mysterio. The drones did.
The drones that are yours.
Does any part of you feel relieved about all this?
What do you mean?
Alex, you're back, but I was
now
trying
that
to kill some
everybody
time.
knows, you don't really have.
But I'll go to the end.
I want to see that so bad.
What you wish for, Parker.
Hello, Peter.
Man, he's back.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good one.
Doctor Strange opens a multiverse, and that's the reason why other characters are coming back. So
I can't wait to see Michael Keaton as the original Batman.
Yeah, that's gonna be
so
really
dope.
good.
I wish
dope.
they would do the Joker one, man. If they ever did Jack, oh my God, that shit would blow my wig back. If they ever did,
right?
do with the Joker, they do same thing they do with the Batman. Wow. That I mean, and they should, they could. I don't see why you would do Batman and not do Joker, but maybe that's another splash of money right there.
Right?
That shit.
So your girlfriend Serena Williams pulls out of the U.S. Open because of injury. What happened?
I wish she was your girlfriend
She's
too.
just recovering. Just recovering, man.
I seen her in a bathing suit with her husband, and man, she's got a great body.
She's stacked. She is in such
Don't look
great
at her
shape,
like
and
that.
no,
I'm just playing.
but
takes care of herself.
She's honestly a great person in general, and you think about all the things that she went through with the postpartum depression and the body dysmorphia, and all the things that people, were coming at her sideways and how she had to handle it. She's just a really solid fucking person. Her and her sister, they're great humans. Their parents did a great fucking job on them.
Yeah, people
and
act like,
and them thighs though, she would crush your fucking head with those thighs.
You guys didn't check out the I was gonna say the movie or whatever it is that they did on her. Will Smith played the father.
What?
Yeah, there's so much stuff coming out. I'm surprised you guys didn't even see that or even bring it up.
Yeah. I did see a small clip in regard about her growing up, right?
I'm trying to see. Yeah.
Yep. I've seen something. I've seen something about that, but I only saw it really. It was quick though. I haven't seen anything since then.
Yeah.
When's that come out?
I'm trying to see. I'm trying to look. It's in November. So and
a lot of
there's
stuff drops
another
in
documentary that I watched on them. I look, like I said, I followed her obviously because I was just like oh my God. But then there's been times I've forced myself to watch guys like Roger Federer and all them, Pete Sampras and I used to be just like, God, what's all the hype about? And I'm just like, wow,
it's amazing.
When you watch that shit, when you watch them and when it gets going and they get on, they get back and forth.
I love
me
some tennis.
5 minutes.
Man, I love it.
That point means so much. Oh my God. So I fell in love watching that. Like I would literally wake up at 7 a.m. when Serena was playing her matches, and they'd be, especially when she was playing in the Olympics and all that. I was up 4 or 5.
The energy is crazy, isn't it? Yeah, I think I told you guys where my love of tennis came from. My uncle, growing up, my mom would have to work, and my mom was divorced at the time, so me and my sister would go with my uncle, who was like semi-pro, right, at the time, and and so he would be at the court, we'd be at an indoor court, and we would have to after school go there. So we'd do our homework, and we're kids though, we're fucking bored. So then we would go and terrorize the locker rooms while he was playing, and we got caught, because these are like up. Tennis back then was a very prestige. It's still prestige, right? But not as many people played it. It was very upscale. You had to have money for the It was one of those sports where like you had money, like golf, right? You didn't play unless you had money. And you could afford the lessons. And so here we are, in our Catholic little schoolgirl outfits, fucking terrorizing. After school, terrorizing the locker rooms, fucking putting all, like, you take, like, all the tennis balls and put them in somebody's fucking locker, so when they open it, fucking on them, right? So finally, we got ratted out because they were like, your nieces are in the basement fucking shit up. They're jumping from, like, we'd be jumping, like, the ground was lava, right? So we're jumping on the countertops, and they were really nice, like marble. We're fucking breaking shit. So finally, he's like, you're going to learn how to play tennis. You're done terrorizing this. So put a racket in our hand, and the rest is history. Now, I'm not going to say I'm great at it, but regardless, rule number 1, learn how to hit the ball. Okay. If you can hit the ball, then you can learn all the rules and you can learn how your swing is. But just the energy you get from learning it and running back and forth, great fucking exercise, but just an immediate release, right? You're by yourself unless you have a partner. So it's just like, it's powerful. And then to watch them, who's really fucking good, man.
Yeah, she don't even need a partner.
It's such a vibe. It's a whole ass
practice
move.
by herself and shit. I mean,
right?
They're on that level. Right.
My new house has tennis courts across the street from me. So, and I haven't been over yet, but Dom asked me the other day, he's like, when are we going to play fucking tennis? So I think next week I'm going to get back out there. I'm going to be a little sore, but it's going to be good exercise. I'm gonna need like a week or two. I'm going to be like, oh, my fucking arm hurts, right? And there's, when you start playing, there's muscles you didn't even know you fucking had. It start hurting. Really.
Yeah, I stayed away from
it's
all
a whole
that.
thing. It's fun though. Even just to hit, just hit the ball.
I gotta be in one stance like baseball.
Really?
I gotta be one stance. No, I just know what I'm good, what I could play, and what I love to play, and that's usually just baseball. I love playing basketball, baseball, and football.
I suck at basketball. I wanted to jump over the net. Right? How many times I've fallen trying to jump over the net because I'm short.
I've always wanted to learn how to skate. I always have wanted to learn how to skate because it does look like fun and relaxing and
Ice skate or roller skate?
Maybe Drake can show me one day.
Ice skate?
Put some figure skates on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be like the cutting edge.
Skate, but I'm not very good
the cutting
at it.
edge, Tori.
Yeah.
You know about that movie.
Yeah. We can do. I'll lift you up
before a drink.
I'll lift you up. We can do like some tricks.
No, that's dirty dancing. No.
I know. Not cutting edge. No. Me and you will be like looking like baby calves on ice skates, and Drake will just be circling us.
Right.
Whatever.
What
is her name? SHA'CARRI Richardson comes in dead last place against Jamaicans.
She did.
Like she was like dead fucking last. She got her ass.
You know, I hate to laugh with that picture, but the picture that when you sent it and I clicked on it, and she's just like, and I'm like, damn, because I like her.
Did you see her interview?
I was rooting really hard for her.
Did you watch the video of her interview?
Imagine.
She was like,
"No, I didn't. I can imagine
the fastest woman in the universe. Like, they can't take that away from me. I'm coming back. Basically, like, fuck all the haters." I was like, "Oh,
see, that's why. That's why I like. That's why
she came out with big dick energy. Like,
that's why I like her. And I was like, damn, when I seen that picture, like, oh, because I knew that
she brushed that shit right off.
Right.
It was good though.
I was like, I already know she was furious. Probably. I was just hoping. I didn't want to watch it because I thought she was going to be doing something that'll hurt her image of character a little bit.
Right. No, really she didn't. She congratulated everybody.
I know she's really
she congratulated everybody, but just let them know, like, you do know who I am, right? I'll be back. No worries.
Yeah, she's the shit. I love her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a good interview.
So when I read this story, I thought this was pretty awesome. And we're going to move on to the NBA. Boston Celtics icon Bill Russell leaving valuable memorabilia to the next owner of his new house or his old house. I'm like,
what?
I'm buying your house and you're leaving your memorabilia
that
in
was
the
crazy.
Who did that?
That's so.
Bill Russell from the Boston.
Bill Russell.
Yeah.
He has 11. Before Michael Jordan had his 6 rings and all that, he was the man.
Yeah,
with
I know
11
who he is.
Championships, and
what would you do, Alex?
What got me about that? No, what got me about that story was he left the basketball. He said they said in the article he left a signed basketball, obviously game basketball. Probably I was just curious as to which one it was, and then he left like a bunch of other. Like a glass case, probably, or memorabilia. So it could be. I was like, God, can I just see what it is? I just dying to see what it is.
Can
like,
I just see?
Oh my God, that's crazy.
But I mean, isn't that awesome? Like you buy a
that's
house
pretty cool
icon like that, and he just says
he probably had like 100 more of them. So he was like, I'm just gonna leave this shit here and be nice.
Right.
Look up one of those.
Maybe
balls.
You know, when you sell your house, some people, especially older people, I feel like they're more attached to their homes and they want to know who's going to be buying it and they want to know something about them. So maybe there was something that they had said to him in regards to, you know, maybe the guy was a fan. Maybe the people who bought it were like, oh, you're the shit, right? Maybe that was his way of saying thank you. Very cool.
He's like, what am I gonna do with that shit? You know what I mean?
Right. Let me get this as a peace offering. Thank you for offering me
Yeah, that
a
was
million
awesome.
more on my house, because the way the market is, he got over what he was asking.
Right.
So,
Yeah, that's
he
crazy.
threw that in there like a little parting gift.
Yeah.
I mean, trophy case, man. Oh my God! Just one of them balls go for like, and if
they made their
like
money
15,
back.
like $600 to $1,500, man.
Right.
18,
They probably made their money. They probably made a little money back.
Right.
But yeah, if that was me, I wouldn't sell it. I'd keep that forever.
No, I'd keep it for sure. That's a cool story too. Yeah, look, you know whose house this is? Look what he
that
left
was
us.
really, really cool. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, super cool.
So we'll move on. I know this is pretty sad, but the Boston Brewers, one of their hockey players, he died at 31. Jimmy Hayes lived in the fantasy.
Right back.
Local kid who picked up hockey stick after school. He went to the streets of to play in Boston Bruins during the career. Included NCAA champion Boston College, silver medal, Team USA, 7 years in NHL. His friends weren't recalled. His Ice Impact Monday. Jimmy was a guy who had you laughing before delivering a punchline. So sad. He is gone. He has passed.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've seen the other story that I found with him and his wife and kids. They had just took a. Go ahead.
Morning. No, I said he unexpectedly died Monday morning. He was 31.
Yeah, and it was like just the Wednesday prior that they had took like a family photo, man, on the beach. Him and his family and kids. I was like, his wife shared the post and all of that. I was like, wow, that was yeah, it's really sad, man. Really sad.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with no COVID or nothing like that either, man. So, just goes to show you it's once again, man, just try to enjoy it. Try to be happy.
Promise. So Tori, I know you shared that Notre Dame. So I know teams are going through it. College teams. Now Notre Dame says give fear defense leprechaun mascot after survey deems it's offensive. So now they're saying that the Notre Dame's Fighting Irish is possibly offensive. So, every team is going through it. They're rethinking. Hey, is that offensive?
And it's so funny that we just talked about that last week.
We literally just talked about this. We talked about it, and then after the show, I sent you guys that picture of Dom at the opening of the field, right?
Right.
I personally
telling you, Atlanta Braves is next. Atlanta Braves is next.
Listen, okay, so coming from, I'm Sicilian, Italian, and a little bit of Irish, and coming from somebody who has even just a little bit of Irish in them, right? I'm not fucking offended at all. If anything, I'm proud. I'm like, we can fight, right? I don't know what's so offensive about it.
On the football field. And it's
on the football field. Well, right. I feel like that. I think it shows that they're strong, right? It's like a bronze, strong kind of symbol, logo. Offensive?
His nickname, Fighting Irish.
Little ugly ass leprechaun, but it's cool.
And
one of the most offensive
no.
in the U.S., according to survey.
What's offensive about it?
A leprechaun came in 4th place behind Hawaiian Warriors.
They didn't kill us and steal our land like they did the Indians.
I don't know.
Who's the people? Who's people? Who's the Karens?
Who's the Karens?
Who the fuck is the Karens?
Well, they took a survey, and that's offensive.
Mm-hmm.
So
probably the losing team. Who's in the survey?
I just think that's kind of crazy that they want to change everything.
They can't change that. That one's fucking bad.
Chiefs and Braves are next, man. Kansas City Chiefs and the Braves are next.
Okay, but
they've already been under scrutiny before, so I'm surprised.
What about the Browns?
What about them? They got their hideous logo. They're bad enough. Leave them alone.
I don't know. He said they're hideous enough. Leave them alone.
We'll move on to NFL.
I don't know.
Roger Goodell addresses possible Buffalo Bills may be relocating. They're saying that they might go to Austin. What's your thoughts of another Texas team. Buffalo, they want to.
I mean, he basically said that they were focused on he would like to keep it where it's at right now, but so that was kind of like just a little bit, exaggerated story somewhat, I guess, just because they asked him. So basically, just because they asked Roger Goodell, that doesn't mean that he's looking into doing that. So he was just saying that was an option, I guess.
Yeah, but would you want another Texas
down
team?
The road? I don't.
Another.
I mean, I know they love their football. I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, if it'll, the more teams, the better, I guess. The more money for them and more football for the fans. So, I mean, why not? They got enough money to do it. So, yeah, why not? Let me ask you a question since we're talking about this. Do you like expansion teams when these teams are, created and all that? Like, how do you feel about all of that? Like, does it bother you?
I really don't like it, especially what happened with the Vegas Knights. They took all the best players from all over the league, and then they became really good right away.
Right.
So
they get all the picks.
Yeah, they get all the picks. Yeah.
They get all the top picks. So it's like not, and you see, they just won. I mean, holy shit,
Right.
So, I mean, I know hockey is a little different, but no, I just wondering how you guys felt about that. Like,
I never liked the expansion team.
Right. I don't mind when they mess with schedules that
32,
benefit our teams that we like.
32, 30, and 30. I think that's what it is. Football is 32. Right. Did basketball go to 32 or is it 30? I think baseball's 32. Can't remember. So what's going on with Max? So he steps away from First Take. Everybody said it was Stephen A, but they're offering him a better job.
Right.
A better job now with
they said I mean, I read that Stephen A asked for him to be taken off the show, and they did it. And I mean, it looks like they both kind of had opportunities. So Stephen A is going to have his own Stephen A's called like Stephen A's World or whatever. So that it looks like they both had Stephen A versus the world, and he's going to be going to J. Will and Max, with Jason Williams and Keyshawn Johnson and all that. So kind of looks like they just they had separate opportunities to switch it up, whatever. So I'm sure they'll walk past each other in the hallway. I mean,
you think Stephen A
still making great money? No, dude, I don't think there was nothing like that. They didn't have no beef or nothing like that, but but that line that says that Stephen A. Smith wanted him off the show, I could see if it was gonna be, just him on the show, which it is. It's his own show, but I think that I read something about that was in the works already. So I don't know. I wouldn't see why they would have any personal problems with each other.
Good, and that their dynamic worked good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was. I mean, you gotta remember he's got his own. He's got his other boxing. He does his other boxing show too on ESPN too. So he's still doing that. So I mean, I can't imagine that's a busy ass schedule right there. So
right.
But I love Max Kellerman. I like when he does the boxing, and of course Stephen A is the man.
So we'll move on to boxing. This happened last Saturday. Manny Pacquiao versus Ugas. Fighting results. Cuban champ upsets Filipino legend to retain title. Too long, too strong, and Pacquiao was too old. That was my. His reach was too long.
I mean, you see the size difference. I mean,
huge difference.
Crazy. But yeah, he just
Pacquiao lost. Pacquiao almost had 2 years off since his last fight.
Yeah, that's 295 days.
390 something.
Oh,
talk about that all the time, man. Ring rust, bro. Ring rust.
But do you think that
is that what it's called?
You think the days Ugas' length and is being stronger and bigger was the way. That's the reason why he won the fight, because he won it by decision.
Yeah, I mean, he was just a bet. Yeah, it was a unanimous decision, man. It was just a better. He was just a better fighter. And you know what's crazy? He had 11 days to train for that fight. You know, Pacquiao had, you know, a short amount of time to do certain things too, which was no excuse. He wasn't moving the way he didn't fight the way he usually does. And yeah, I mean, the guy was giving him problems and he was getting frustrated. So he just didn't have an answer for him, man. And I said, man, don't be surprised, because, you know, when fights like that happen, sometimes that's what the outcome is, man, because they were so unmatched. Them styles were so unmatched. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. You know, I love Pacquiao to death, man. I mean, he stayed in there and fought. He's always going to do that. So, guy's always a class act. I mean, you know, we'll see if he comes back or not. But
I think
Ugas, that put him on the map, and he gets to face. There's supposed to be Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter possibly looking to fight each other, or it could be Sean Porter and Ugas, because Ugas, they fought before, and Sean Porter got the victory, which was a little. It was a little, you know, people were saying that the scorecards were wrong on that fight, so they felt like Ugas had won, so there might be a rematch there, but yeah, and that's about it with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? The undercard, real quick, Robert Guerrero and Victor Ortiz. Did you remember Victor Ortiz?
Yeah.
You remember who that was, right? Or no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the one that Mayweather.
Yeah.
Boy, Mayweather knocked out. He was just standing there, waiting for a bus, whatever he was doing.
Waiting.
But yeah, that was cool to see them fight.
Waiting
Robert
for a
Guerrero,
bus.
one of my all-time favorite.
Well, he got a bus.
One of my all-time favorite guys right there. That guy, Robert Guerrero, you know, back when he fought Mayweather, man, I just, you know, was a big fan of him. His wife was dying, or not dying, she was fighting cancer at the time, and she actually beat it. And so, like, I was following him real heavy, and he won, like,
oh, wow.
that was like his 5th fight in a row he won. So he might be getting another shot, but man, he gets beat up when he fights, man. He's one of them boxers that just get, you know, by 4th round, they got a black eye and
he's pummeled, yeah.
Cut above their eye, and you know what I mean? They're bleeding already. But yeah, that was pretty decent fight time. So
Ohtani responds to Jack Moore's comment, "I'm not offended." What was your thoughts? Class act. I don't care what he says.
We talked about that. I had mentioned that last week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely a class act.
I had mentioned to you guys that, if it wasn't a big deal to him, then don't make it a big deal. I mean,
well, he's not gonna entertain it, because he doesn't want that energy to be put on there. You know, he's like, yeah, you know, I think he wants to take the high road, because he knows that, hey, some racist ass shit, that's what you want to do, go ahead. I'm not gonna even let your bullshit affect me.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes things bother other people more than it actually bothers the actual people involved. Mm-hmm. And that's all this was.
I think that even if it bothered him, I don't think he's the type of person that wants to even entertain that at the level he's at.
2 wrongs don't make a right. Exactly.
Yep. And I don't, like we said, I can't control what you say. Right. I can't control what you say, but I can control on how I react to it.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
It's exactly.
And that's more,
exactly
like I said, that's why they love him.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the fans
He's
love
in control.
He's
in control of his reaction and his reality. He doesn't need to let that guy's reality be his.
So Miggy hit 500 the other day.
Couldn't hold up. It's 1-1.
Very well said.
The 1-1. Deep fly right center field. That's got carry. It's gone. Number 500 and history for Miguel Guerrero.
So a lot of superstars chimed in.
Did anybody catch it?
Yes, I was going to say he claimed
it. And I'm so happy that they didn't.
Oh, I thought he got it back.
Nobody caught that shit.
Oh, I thought he got it back, right? It has been collected, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's got it. Mickey's got it now. Okay.
Good.
Some baseball legends welcome Miggy to the 500. For whatever reason, they deleted that video, but it was Alex Rodriguez. It was Big Papi. It was like about 5 different people. For whatever reason, they said, welcome, Miggy. Welcome to the 500 Club. You're the man, blah, blah, blah. I wanted to play that video, but it was a pretty awesome video. But for whatever reason, ESPN deleted or disabled that video because it says
haters
out of your region.
His mentor Albert Pujols.
Fucking haters.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool video.
Big Papi said, "Hey, we from the same country."
Man, they were congratulating him everywhere. There was wrestlers. Tommy Dreamer retweeted a picture of him and said, "So awesome," and said, "Congratulations." I thought that was cool as hell. Like
That's
people
cool.
from all different sports from all around the world, bro, were.
Gotta show that respect.
I'm like, wow, that's like that's amazing to see shit. You know, I'm on Twitter looking like, oh my god, like all these people that are showing them love. So it's a big deal.
That's
man.
awesome.
It's bigger than him. It's bigger than the Tigers. It's about the game of baseball, man. So you know what I mean, and just history.
This is what I don't know why.
And he didn't waste no time because just the following day he hit 501.
It's not on ESPN at all.
Nope. The video's there, but when you click on it, it says it's out of your region. And I was like, okay. So he didn't waste any time. You already said it. He's at 501. Yeah. I had a conversation with my dad yesterday, or I think it was today. He said, yeah, I think he might hit 520. I said, let's say.
When you say that, are you talking about on a season or for his career?
For his career.
For his
career? He's gonna hit 19 more home runs or 30 more home runs or whatever. I said 530.
Okay, right. No, right. I
think he's at 501. I say he hits 29 more home runs before he retires.
Right. Yeah, I'm kind of like the home runs is cool, but I'm just focusing on him getting hits now, so he can hit that 3,000 mark. Because if he hits that 3,000 mark, there's only like him and 2 other players, which is I think like Willie Mays and I don't want to say Hank Aaron, but 3 other players in history that have won a Triple Crown and hit over 500 home runs and 3,000 hits. So he'll just be like, I think he'll be the only person to do that and more. So it's just crazy, man, the records that he breaks. And he's been doing it since his first at bat, bro. His first at bat, 2003, he hit a walk-off home run to win the game with the Marlins. So like I said, he's been doing this shit since he stepped on the field as a pro, bro. So I love him, man. He's the greatest hitter. He's the greatest Tigers player that I've ever seen. You know, at my growing up, Alan Trammell was my guy, but he's definitely by far. And even LK line. You know, it's funny because I've seen people on Twitter sharing photos of Hank Aaron and just kind of like bickering, and some people showing love and everything.
Right.
He ain't the greatest right-hand hitter. He ain't it, like, and I was like, wow. Instead of just enjoying this history in baseball and being happy for a guy that has been doing this for such a long time.
Well, let me ask you.
You want to bicker? I said, I guess he just has that effect on fans. I don't know. You know what I mean?
But there's always going to be somebody who's
like,
going to be a fucking hater that's going to talk shit and has to, they got to try to make themselves fucking irrelevant. Like, just give it to them. If you're a fan of baseball, man, you should be proud for the fucking guy. Like, clap for other people. I don't know. The hater-ass mentality.
How many players are in the 600 club without Googling it?
Say it again.
Well, how many players are in the 600 club without Googling it?
Oh, there's probably like 20 players in that or something like that. 15 players or something. I don't know.
No.
I don't know, man. I have to look all of that up, bro.
Okay.
It's a long list of home run hitters, bro.
Not at the 600.
It is. It's a big ass list.
No.
I'm talking about just home runs. I'm talking about home runs, period.
I'm talking about 600. No, I'm talking to guys that
shoot, throw them out there.
No, because I was going over these numbers with my dad, and I told him how many. I said, how many are in the? He said, I don't know, 4 or 5, and I said, it says it's only 6. And I said, how many are in the 700?
10.
I said, how many in the 700? And I said, he goes, I think it's only 3, and it is 3. Babe,
Yeah, Hank Aaron. I mean, Frank Robinson.
Nope.
Willie Mays.
Nope. Barry Bonds. Just 3 guys in the 700.
Oh, okay.
Barry Bonds 762, Hank Aaron 755, and the Babe 714. And guess who's on?
7. Okay, yeah, 7.
Guess who's on their tail, but he never got to it? Was Alex Rodriguez 696.
Ken Griffey. Oh yeah. Yeah, I forgot he had hit that one too. Yeah.
So,
and you gotta look at, man, them guys got injured, man. Them guys got injured.
Alex
they got injured
Rodriguez.
like damn. Yeah,
always
he had
close,
injuries
but never makes
career,
it there,
huh? Right.
Oh, always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Right.
Damn, A-Rod.
Ken Griffey would have been the man, though, if it was.
News every day, and I tell Tori, what is the deal? Oh, he buys her a ring. Oh, he spends time with her and her family.
They're eating pizza.
He's eating pizza. He's at Denny's. I'm like, really? Does this happen? Yeah, I was like, does this publicized?
Yeah. I mean, that's why I try to stay low because I don't know if I can handle all of that. Everybody knowing when I take the extensions out of my hair and when I'm eating pizza, I don't think that's important.
I mean, it seems like the news needs to. And then I don't know who started this, and I send you guys. Who started this fucking milk crate challenge? It looks so long.
Oh, my favorite one was what.
I want to know where the fuck they getting these milk crates from.
I know, right?
Crazy.
Like you gotta admit, those shit is funny as fuck. Dom showed it to me like a couple.
The new Idiocracy.
He showed it to me when it first began, right? And he be showing me stuff, and I'm like, yeah. And I don't grasp it, and then it pops up, and I'm like, oh, that's what he was fucking showing me. So, did you see the one where the guy rolled the blunt and actually did it? He made it up and over. I thought that was pretty dope. But I like the meme where it's like Americans won't take the vaccine, but then they'll fucking because it's dangerous. But they'll climb the milk cart and crack their whole fucking back.
I was like, the only time I remember seeing a milk crate is when we was playing basketball with that shit.
Yeah.
Man, or the one where the kid comes and fucking kicks it out from underneath the guy. He like straight up karate fucking kicks it. He's so pissed at him.
Yeah. I think I seen the very first one when the guy just fell flat on his face. And, like, it looked like his face just like literally melted into the concrete when he hit it.
If you haven't seen this milk crate challenge, go ahead and Google it. You're going to need a good laugh. Make sure you pee before you do because you'll be fucking rolling.
No, I was just like, what? I was like, what is the? I was like, I don't get it, but you know.
Hey, none of them people got no damn insurance either.
Not a damn lick of insurance. They out here acting like they got good insurance.
I'm gonna be looking like a goalie if I do that shit. Have all kinds of pads.
You know how milk crates are sketchy unless they got some weight in them. They're not. Woo, just one little.
The first one I seen was funny. My man's legs were shaking. So talk about shaking like Don Knotts. My man's legs were shaking so much.
He got knocked the fuck out. He's knocked out.
I like the colors though.
You're right. Casey Blue.
Checkers colors.
Oh hell no!
Oh boy!
He tried to skip the whole time. Oh man!
He's not confident.
Yeah, he busted the shit out of his back.
Scrapes everywhere.
Right, she got shorts on. Damn well she about to get fucked up.
Funny part is they know they're gonna bust their ass.
Right.
They want that
It's tough.
so
You
bad.
know, once you stand in the middle like that, you go, I think it's better. He said, God damn. I think it's better if you land on the grass rather than land with the crate in your back.
Hey, it's not and then nigga about to shake and then
Look at the shoes he's got on.
He came prepared. He wore his swim shoes. Oh. That was good. He ran for it at that point.
Right. American Gladiator style.
Oh, this is too funny.
I don't know shit. It's going down here.
He said you going down. Man.
It's like
Show the one with the guy rolling the blunt. I want to see that one. Can we watch that one real quick?
That's funny, man.
Let me see if I can find it. But is this like it's like human Jenga? I was like, what the hell is
something? That's something. You know, the key here, and I've been watching, is not to step on it with 2 feet, right? And to step directly in the middle when you step up onto the next one.
Right.
I'm not going to try it because, Lord, I'm not hurting my damn self.
Like, it's even hard to stand on 2 of them.
Yeah, all them crates aren't made equally. You know, they're not equally made the same. Some of them are made out of different recycled plastics,
some of them are sunk in and all that shit. Oh my God.
Yeah, some of them have been used over and over again. Like,
My
you need brand new shit. Oh man, this is a good
education in my family. Stayed office.
But I think if you fall on the grass, I'd much rather fall sideways on the grass than fall on the pile of crate, like guillotine it style. That
Oh yeah.
When that dude did the splits and then fell on the crate, he was like,
I'm trying to dump off before I
double with I'm leaping.
And in your family,
I'm gonna leap and roll. I got a whole chuck.
He's gonna roll blunt.
They're trying to break their backs and shit.
Right, like they got insurance. Out here acting like they got medical leave and shit. They're doing
that shit. They're on right. They're on doing that shit.
Right.
It's too comfortable. It's too comfortable.
They were talking about this guy on the radio yesterday. And he likes that shit.
Roll. Finish breaking up the weed.
Yeah, he said he just breaking up the weed.
Hey, of course that you going down.
These kids nowadays.
Of course that you going down. You know we stop hating, yo, bro. Stop.
It takes way too long to do it, but he's still doing it.
Yes.
He's stepping in the middle.
Lighter. Get out.
That's
funny. I don't know. Way too much time on our hands.
I know.
That's all I got for the show. Anything. Yeah, Mike, he was supposed to be on the show back in April. He is a real estate guru. Now he's recently just got his broker's license. But Mike Matkin, he will be on the show on Saturday. It will be 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Check it out this Saturday. Word on the street. Yours truly, Drake Swift. You can follow me everywhere. How about you, Alex?
Alex Sports Malta on Twitter and Instagram.
And you can follow me.
All I got too.
Tori Rochelle on Facebook, at All Beauty All Beast on Instagram, and the Savage Kitty. That's THEE Savage Kitty. I don't have an OnlyFans, but I heard that if I wanted to make one, we're going to be okay to do so because they are going back on the ban about banning pornography and nude. So, woo woo. We got to worry about that.
That's kind of crazy. So,
I'm kind of happy about it. We didn't touch on it real quick, but I'm just, I'm listen, make your money.
So if all guys are making these noises right now, Chewbacca.
I was listening to your show the other day, and I was in the car with my son, and you played that sound, and I go, "What the fuck is that?" My son was like, "Chewbacca, Ma," and I go, "Oh, damn." It sounded different in the car, right? I was like, "What the fuck? Who makes that noise?"
Actually, I played it earlier, but there's going to be a lot of guys when OnlyFans says, "Okay, we're releasing the band."
Right.
Hey, baby. They're going to be a lot
I think they just realized how much money they were about to lose. So,
hey, baby. Yeah, that's probably what it is.
So maybe one day you can. Drake has an OnlyFans. Me and Alex, we're working on it, but to be continued.
We'll get Alex an OnlyFans. Why not?
Yeah, I think we should all get one.
Yeah. All right. So, like I said, you can follow us every Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 Eastern Time. Thanks for you guys tuning in, buying all the merch. Make sure you guys subscribe to the show. Word on the Street pod.com.
Please.
Word on the Street
Please
merch.
and thank you.
I did recently put some new items for Alex. We put his dad's shirt on there. There's kids now, and there is like a toddler version. So I sent him that. So I think in the next week or so, we're probably going to be starting adding some more stuff. So once again, thanks guys for tuning in. Remember, every Wednesday, every Saturday, yours truly, Drake Swift. Make sure you guys are always washing your hand, wearing a mask, and washing your ass. So let me play this video, and then we're out of here. If I can find it. There it is. Good night, y'all. You guys have a safe one.
You as well.
You too.
Bye.
God bless.